Hey, welcome to another training video slash information video slash my personal opinion about everything. Um, I'll talk about order of elimination. Uh, so let's just say you're joining an 8-man group and it's format of 2-2-2-2. 2 lights, 2 medium, 2 heavies, and 2 assaults. Now, let's just say they're brothers and they just come over the hill and you gotta take them out. But which order do you take them out in? Again, this is completely personal. Just my opinion on the order you should take out. I'll give you a reason for that. It should be heavies, then neutralizing a hunchback 4-piece or a J or H, any kind of the hunch you can take out. Then assaults, then medium, then lights. Let me explain to you why you want to go for the heavies first instead of the assaults. Now, believe it or not, heavies almost most of the times heavies got almost same amount of firepower as Atlas. This one, this is this one's not standard. But most of the standards use 2 large lasers, AC-20, and 3 SRM-6, or you got Highlanders, that's got a massive alpha strike, pinpoint damage. Again, another example. Cataphracts can have the amount of firepower. It's one of the heaviest I got actually. But they're so much faster to take out that you can neutralize it much quicker than trying to take an Atlas down or try to take a Highlander down that is torso twisting on you. And you're just gonna waste so much heat and firepower on that torso twisting assault that it's just not worth the time. You want to neutralize the threat that's dealing damage to your team fast as you can. Easy one to take down is heavies. Heavies are somewhat easy to hit because they are slow, with the exception of Dragon, which nobody really use nowadays. And if you take them out off the bat, then they just effectively lost very solid amount of firepower. But most important, you don't want to waste all that heat and firepower off the bat to trying to kill an assault. To waste all that heat just to find out you hit his arms and one of his arms is gone. Instead, you could use that amount of firepower to take out 1 or 2 heavies off the bat. Now for the medium, the reason why I say just a hunchback that has a hunch weapon system, unlike a 4SP, where it's symmetrical, it's not as dangerous. It's more of a brawler, but they're all dangerous depending on the player behind them. 4-piece, all you need is a 40-point damage plus internal damage to it, and all its firepower is gone. That goes same for the Hunchback G, which many people use AC-20. You take the AC-20 out, it's effectively neutralized. You only have 2 medium lasers, 10 point of damage to worry about, unlike 45 alpha damage from a Hunchback you can get. So that's why I say take those out first. Neutralize, not kill. Unless if they're almost dead, you can just go for the kill, but that should be a second target of choice. You got a lot of Centurions running out there, running with this build, SRM-6s, and 2 medium lasers. Now, if you have the time, and where the assaults are backed off, or they're not there, then the best way to take these out is to leg them. Yes. Do not try to go for a center torso shot, because you probably never hit the damn thing. If you look at the mech, it is freaking small. My god. I don't know how they designed this mech to be so small and take so much damage, so much beating, that it's just not worth dumping all that firepower and just trying to kill them. If you leg them, they do not have the mobility anymore to get behind you and start hitting your back with the 3SRM6s. That's why it's much easier to leg and just leave them alone and skip to the assault. Now, I guess you could consider a cicada a medium, but it's a lot of times it's more of a light. Unless they're slow, you can just blow them to pieces in like 2 alpha strike. That's cool too. But definitely for the Centurions, you want to leg them, and pretty much most of their threat is neutralized because they're all short-range weapons. So if they're neutralized if their leg is blown off, they don't have the ability to close the gap on you. All you have to do is simply walk away. That's it. And just leave them alone. They can't do much to you. Then you can finally switch to assaults. Assaults, yes, they take a lot of damage. They absorb a lot of damage, but that's what they're built for. It's to absorb. So if you don't give them a chance to absorb all that damage, and part of it, they're not doing their job right. They got ridiculous amount of armor on them to absorb all that hits, and that is the job of assault, is to be a punching bag. So if you do it right, you don't have to let them be. They're just slow, and you don't have to make them into a punching bag. Just ignore them, unless they got a weak point already. They can just take out. But the assaults can wait because they're slow and they cannot get behind you like a medium or some heavy scan. And believe it or not, because they don't have a mobility, even though they pack all that firepower, because they don't have that mobility, a lot of times they can't shoot you. And if you're an Atlas pilot, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because you're so slow, you cannot get to the fight. That's why you can actually afford to ignore them a little bit until all their heavies are down. Then, of course, for the last, kill this little pest running around all. Yeah. Some of the times you're not gonna have the chance of just the luxury of focus targeting one at a time out of all 8 and have your team beating on you, but that is what I think the best order of elimination is. From heavies, then to neutralize the firepower or the mobility of a medium, then go for the heavies. Assaults. Then finally finish off the little insects running around, stabbing you in the back. And that's the job of your lights. Just make sure that none of the fast movers are picking on your heavies and assaults back. So that's just what I think the elimination should be. And if you got any other opinions, then you're more than welcome to post and comment. Thank you.